They will get back to 2x2. The green flag will come out the next time by in turn number 4. Daison Pursley is in row 1 next to Ryan Smith. Logan Wagner in row 2 next to Rico Abreu. Third row is Justin Peck and Brad Sweet. Row number 4 is Tanner Thorson and Anthony Macri. Fifth row, Parker Price Miller and Justin Sanders. Row number 6 is going to be Jeremy Weaver and Giovanni Scelzi. Seventh row, Brent Marks and Aaron Reutzel. Eighth row, Cy Lynch and Chase Randall. Row 9 is Ashton Torgerson and Danny Sams. 10th row, Tim Shaffer and Carl Bauer. And then from the B main, Brenham Crouch, AJ Flick, Michael Bauer, and Jacob Begenwald. Lernerville Speedway. We got them racked. We got them stacked. And we've got the grandstands packed. Let's go racing up at turn number 4. We are green. Daison Pursley will lead the Thundering Herd into turn number 1, and he'll have him down the back straightaway. Good race for second going on between the 69K Ryan Smith and the 55 of Logan Wagner. At the completion of lap number 1, Daison Pursley leads his first lap of the Highland Racing season. Ryan Smith to the inside, new leader into turn 1. Ryan Smith takes the lead away. Logan Wagner, caution. Car around in turn 4, Carl Bauer. And that is a big yellow for Pursley, who had just lost the lead going into turn 1. But luckily, he did lead that lap there, Tyler, so he was still going to have it nonetheless. But he was not going to have it if it came out a lap later.
No, but yeah, luckily saved by the yellow. And yeah, I would imagine he took note of what happened there, and he's not going to try and make that the same mistakes again. So, but yeah, it's tough to win these races, and it's tough to put together 35 good laps in a row. And especially, I'd imagine, like, he's put himself in the position a couple times, but it's still, you know, fairly new to him, and you got really good guys around him too. So
here's a look at what happened. Carl Bauer, top right in the middle of the screen, gets over it, and that's something that happens quite a bit here.
It does happen quite a bit here at Lernerville. Luckily, that ends a little more flat compared to 1 and 2.
Yeah.
1 and 2 is a pretty big drop off. So if you're gonna go off on one end, that's a little bit better end to do it on.
So Carl Bauer goes around. Ryan Smith, sitting in the second position, has not won a national touring sprint car race since October 25th of 2014, when he defeated the World of Outlaws at the Port Royal Speedway, beating Donnie Schatz, Darren Pittman, Kerry Madsen, and Cody Dara that night. He sits in second and briefly took the lead there for a moment before the yellow flag gave it back to Daison Pursley. Logan Wagner, a former All-Star Circuit of Champions winner right here at Lernerville, sitting in that third spot. He's ran well against the Outlaws. He was on the pole of this race last year in the 69K against High Limit. Rico Abreu's in 4th, and 5th is Justin Peck. And we got the Frozen Farmer pick bike coming here. Tyler, which way do you think Daison should go?
He's going to go to the bottom.
Yeah.
He got a pretty good start there the last time on the bottom, so he's probably not going to change it up too much here, which he didn't. So
yep. Went to the inside. That'll put Ryan Smith to the top for this upcoming restart. Looks like Parker Price Miller gained 3 positions on that one lap that we ran. Started in, actually make that 2 spots, 9th to 7th for the 71 car. And so we'll keep an eye on him. A Lernerville Speedway local show winner earlier this year is PPM. As we're coming to green this time by 1 lap completed, 34 to go. Daison Pursley, Ryan Smith will lead the field back down. Back underway, and Pursley, like Tyler said, had a good start the last time. He'll do it again off the bottom on this one. He'll go to the inside in turn number 1. 3 wide for second off at turn number 2. Here comes Rico Abreu. Here comes Ryan Smith. Rico 2 for the price of 1 in turns 3 and 4. Abreu to the top spot at the completion of lap number 2. Rico Abreu to the top spot. Goes to the inside in turn number 1. Daison Pursley goes to the outside. Ryan Smith through the middle, and off the bottom goes Logan Wagner. Wagner is trying to get up next to Ryan Smith. He will do so entering the third corner, but Rico Abreu seizes the lead with 33, make that 32 laps to go.
Took everybody's money as cash. He wants to take some more here tonight at Lernerville.
Another $30,000 payday potentially on the line for Rico. Race for second down the backstretch. Here comes Ryan Smith right across the nose of Daison Pursley. Ryan Smith takes second away. Off of turn number 4 begins his pursuit of Abreu down the front straightaway. Brad Sweet's into the top 5. Sweet has gotten by the 26 of Justin Peck. Then it's Parker Price Miller, Tanner Thorson, and Justin Sanders completing the top 5. Is still a good race going on for that second spot. Ryan Smith back across the nose of Daison Pursley. They're racing for the runner-up position down the front straightaway and into turn 1. Ryan Smith smooth around the bottom. Daison with a big diamond maneuver off the corner. Gets a big head of steam down the backstretch. Not close enough to make anything happen on the 69K. Daison Pursley way late with a slider there. Ryan Smith around the outside, but things are getting interesting for second, Tyler.
He knows he's got to get ahead of Ryan here if he wants a chance to get back to Rico's back bumper, especially Rico's going to catch traffic here in a few laps, and that's when stuff's going to start changing as well.
Close call for Brad Sweet as he dropped the right rear over the edge of the bank on the backstretch, but maintains the 5th position. He was battling with Logan Wagner. Rico Abreu with the lead. Last time I ran a 15.825 on the lap time. Ryan Smith a 16.106, so Rico pulling 3/10 on the Kreutz Racing 69K the last time by across the start-finish line. Rico can see the back of the field now with Jacob Begenwald, Michael Bauer, and Ashton Torgerson, so Rico's going to have his hands full here in just a few laps. Rico's in prime position to take the lead, and in a big way when the championship moves on to Lawrenceburg on Wednesday night. Rico Abreu's lead, 2.1 seconds over Ryan Smith, and here comes Brad Sweet closing in on Daison Pursley for that 3rd position. Sweet around the outside, he'll get a big run down the backstretch. Brad Sweet takes 3rd. Brad Sweet to 3rd, he'll nose ahead now. Pursley gonna fight back to the inside, slides up the racetrack, takes it back away from Sweet. Brad Sweet gets crossing down the front straightaway, he'll take it away into turn 1. Brad Sweet coming to life here in the middle stages of this one as your leader now encounters the back of the field, Jacob Begenwald, the first car that Rico will get by, but Sweet looks strong here.
Sweet does look good. I think he's hoping to go the other way around here where he doesn't lead the whole race and he can take the win here at the end of the race.
He might need a yellow because he is 3.3 seconds behind Rico Abreu as he continues to work through the traffic to the outside of Michael Bauer to put the 46 car lap down as Tanner Thorson is with Justin Peck side by side into turn number 3. Those two racing for the 7th position. Thorson trying to get the high side rolling, not able to do so down the front straightaway. Here comes Sweet. He's closed in now on Ryan Smith. Ryan Smith encountering the first lap car of Jacob Begenwald with Brad Sweet 3 car lengths behind him, another 3 car lengths back to Daison Pursley, who's maintaining the pace of the Napa Auto Parts number 49. Daison Pursley still right there with Brad Sweet as he makes his way by the slower car of Jacob Begenwald. 1.6 seconds separate the first and second place machines. Abreu comes across the line, closing in on the halfway signal here in the Commonwealth Clash. Here comes Brad Sweet to the outside, looking for second off of turn number 2. Brad Sweet's got the spot down the back straightaway. Brad Sweet up to second now.
You get clear of Michael Bauer here. He's got all clear track in front of him to go catch Rico.
It is going to be almost a complete same song, same dance here from last night. Tanner Thorson got to second midway through the race and went to track down Brad Sweet. Now it's Rico up front with Sweet trying to track him down. This time by 16 laps completed and 19 to go. Brad Sweet looking for redemption in a big way tonight with the Commonwealth Clash. Sweet has certainly closed the gap now, just over 1 second between Abreu and Sweet down the backstretch. And don't forget about this as well, Sunshine. He's trying to close in on the championship as well. Here he comes down the front stretch, and 4 car lengths separate the top 2.
Absolutely. Both of them are gaining a lot of points right now with Aaron sitting back in 14th.
Yeah, Reutzel's going to lose wholesale ground unless something big changes here. Abreu a little bit of separation from Sweet that time, and Ryan Smith and Daison Pursley both are right there with Sweet down the front straightaway. Rico to the middle portion of the racetrack, trying to keep that car off the cushion. It doesn't like it down there, it looks like. Sweet in his back pocket, down the back straightaway. Here comes Brad Sweet for the race lead. Here comes Ryan Smith, and here comes Daison Pursley. A 4-car battle shaping up the top. Here comes Sweet down the front straightaway.
And Brad's advantage right now is he's gotten to move around the racetrack. Rico's moved around a little bit trying to lap cars, but Brad's gotten to search all over this place. So he's got a little bit of a, here we go, there he goes.
Brad Sweet to the race lead into turn number 3. And Sweet will lead with 15 laps to go. Ryan Smith is 3rd, but now Daison Pursley goes by. Pursley to the 3rd spot, looking for second into turn number 1. Daison Pursley takes second off of turn 2. Ryan Smith will come with him. Ryan Smith to 3rd. All of a sudden, Rico goes from leading to 4th in 2 laps. This race ain't over yet. Here comes Pursley off of turn number 4. Daison Pursley trying to negotiate the bottom in turn number 4. He pulls up next to Brad Sweet in turn 1. Brad Sweet on the top. Pursley down low. Here comes Ryan Smith with a run down the back straightaway. They race for second into turn number 3. Still lap traffic looming ahead for Sweet with Ashton Torgerson, AJ Flick, and a whole host of others. Pursley looks to the inside. Might have a battle for the race lead coming here, Tyler.
It's really good. Brad's really good off of 2 here off the top, and Daison's a lot better off the bottom of 4.
12 laps to go this time, and Pursley's getting cut off by a lap car in turn 4. That's going to impede the progress on the Avanti windows indoors number 13. Brad Sweet back around the outside. He still has the lead. Ryan Smith going to work to the middle, back behind them in 3rd. Rico Abreu 4th, and Logan Wagner appears to be closing in as well, back in the 5th position. Brad Sweet now to the middle part of the racetrack. Does not want to happen what happened last night when he got passed late by Tanner Thorson, but Daison Pursley is trying to do it once again. Pursley goes down low into turn 1, pulls up next to Sweet. Sweet with the lead and pulling away from Pursley down the backstretch.
Daison's biggest issue right now is the 1A. The 1A is right in his line, but the 1A doesn't know they're even there yet.
Wow, and he pulls up next right there. They nearly bang wheels. Daison Pursley to the top spot in turn 1 and gets by the lap car in one fell swoop.
Look at that. Worked out perfect.
Car off on the backstretch. Brenham Crouch falls off the track, and there goes Pursley go by him. Brad Sweet now has to get up on the wheel to get back around the outside of Pursley. 9 laps to go from his first National Touring Sprint Car win. Daison Pursley around the bottom. Brad Sweet's going to try and change up the game plan. Misses the bottom. Gets to the top on the exit turn 2. Falls off the track, and that's going to cost a wholesale round.
Brad's trying really hard now, but I would too for 30,000.
Brad Sweet, man, 2 nights in a row leading the feature, getting passed late by a driver looking for his first ever win with the series. Pursley trying to pull away. He's going to have 7 laps to go this time by when he gets to the start-finish line. Daison Pursley still with some slower cars to negotiate. He'll get by the number 2 of A.J. Flick off of turn 4. Puts a lap car between himself and Brad Sweet. Tim Shaffer now the next ahead. Pursley a little mistake off of turn number 2 right there.
Yeah, I don't know if he got a little dirty air from Tim Shaffer there, but yeah, he got rolled up on the right side and kind of pushed up the racetrack.
Pursley trying to guide the 13 around the inside without making any mistakes. Still with a lap car between them. Ryan Smith still sitting in 3rd. Rico Abreu is 4th. And Justin Peck has gotten by Logan Wagner for the 5th position. Justin Peck into the top 5. Pursley with a 15-car length lead over the 6-time champion back behind. This time by 5 laps to go for Daison Pursley. Daison Pursley looking to be the first Race Redeemed Foundation Rookie of the Year contender to get a win with Kubota Highland Racing in the history of the series.
Off the track here in 4.
Jacob Begenwald drops off the track. He keeps going. That's exactly what Pursley wants to see. 4 laps to go. Sweet still hasn't gotten by the slower car of A.J. Flick. Looks to the inside of the number 2 car into turn number 1. Now no lap cars between 1st and 2nd place. Pursley really extended the lead that time by down the back straightaway. He's on the back bumper of Tim Shaffer. Can he hang on for 3 more laps here at Lernerville? A.J. Flick now unlaps himself from Brad Sweet. Sweet does not want to have to be dealing with that 2 car here as he's looking to track down Pursley, but Flick's not letting him go. Brad Sweet now gets by him. Sweet's going to change his lineup here. Tyler, 2 laps to go. Goes to the top in 3 and 4. Yeah,
you got nothing to lose at this point, right? Just go send it as hard as you can and see if you can track him back down. Because Daison is stuck behind Tim Shaffer here, but he just gets off the bottom of the corners really well.
Turn 2 has been the spot where Pursley makes up all of his time. He'll come off of turn number 4 this time by and see the white flag as Brad Sweet is full send back behind. Pursley looks to the inside of Tim Shaffer. Got to be careful down here. Got to make it 1 more lap in Lernerville. Down the back straightaway for the final time. And Daison Pursley, as a Rookie of the Year contender, is going to get his first national win tonight at Lernerville Speedway. 2nd to Brad Sweet, 3rd to Ryan Smith, 4th to Rico Abreu, and 5th goes to Justin Peck.
You got to imagine Tom Booth, being a Pennsylvania-based car owner, is pretty excited to see his car back in victory lane, especially at a race like the Commonwealth Clash.
That is 3 first-time Highland winners in 3 races in a row. Ryan Timms, Tanner Thorson, and Daison Pursley. 3 new winners in 3 races. Clint Pursley down here is going crazy in the grandstands as he is going to go celebrate with his son in Whiskey Myers victory lane tonight. Parker Price Miller 6th, Tanner Thorson 7th, Logan Wagner 8th, Anthony Macri 9th, and Giovanni Scelzi completes the top 10. Up and out of the race car, celebrating with the crew. He's won in USAC sprint cars, midgets, silver crown, micros, everything you can think of. And now he's a national touring sprint car winner. Make some noise for Daison Pursley. The 17th winner in 41 races with Kubota Highland Racing in 2025. and the first in series history as a Rookie of the Year contender to get the win in a feature event. Hugs coming in from the entire crew. He'll get the Hoosier Tire neckband, the Highland Racing Victory Lane hat, and of course, he will get the Sunoco Race Fuels checkered flag as well. As the hugs continue to come in, I'm sure, Clint's down there as well, celebrating already, as his kid just did a pretty darn cool thing here tonight. Sean Strasbaugh, the crew chief on the car with his arm in a sling after crashing on a scooter earlier this year and breaking his collarbone. Man, absolutely incredible scenes down there as Daison comes around the front of the race car and talks to Tony Laporta as a High Limit Racing winner.
17 different feature winners here in 2025. Gosh, I wish High Limit was a little bit more exciting. What did you think of that race? Was it exciting enough for you? You start up front, you finish up front, but you have to go to war, just like Tanner Thorson did one night ago, to capture his career first national touring win. You do it tonight the same way he did, going toe-to-toe with the 6-time and defending national sprint car champion. What was it like racing with Brad Sweet to score your first win?
Way too hard. I feel like, no, nonetheless, I thought I gave it away the first handful of laps. We fell back to about 4th or 5th and, just didn't really feel the best early on. And then, once the track really moved out in the bottom, I felt like I was finding my own down there, especially in 3 and 4, just being a little bit lower than they were. And, it just paid off. This thing just kept getting faster and faster as the race went on, and the more I moved my wing back. So, it's been a struggle as far as everyone knows, transitioning to the wing stuff. But, this group behind me never gave up on me, Tom and Jerry, and just everyone that's a part of this deal, Pella Windows and Doors, Avani Windows and Doors, Genuine Concrete, Glenn and Ann at Big Spring Car Wash, Water Treatment by Design. There's so many great people that help get this thing up and down the road. And one of my goals was to win one of these races my first year, and here we are.
You're the first Racer Dean Foundation Rookie of the Year contender to stand on top of their wing in Whiskey Myers Victory Lane here in 2025. You're a guy, you remind me so much of Tony Stewart, Kyle Larson. You race anything and everything from the Tulsa shootout in January. A week later, you come back for the Chili Bowl. You can watch all that live on Flo. USAC National Racing, also live on Flo. Wing Sprint Car Racing, any series, anytime, any car. But considering you're the first Rookie of the Year contender to win this season, how hard is it to win at this level?
It's something that you can't even explain. I've ran a lot of different race cars, like you said, and just a kid that wants to race. This is all I want to do, is race as much as I possibly can. Every time I get an opportunity to, I don't like saying no. So, I just travel up and down the road and beat up and down the road and want to become a professional race car driver, and that's just what I want to do. And I put my head into this stuff and grinded this stuff out with all the struggles, and it finally feels good for it to pay off and everything. But these are the best, race car drivers in the world when it comes to wing sprint car racing, and I'm glad to finally be up on this top step.
$30,000 at what you called last night a very technical Lernerville Speedway. So with the track, with the field of guys you had to race with, the 69K of Ryan Smith, Logan Wagner's up there, Rico, Abreu, your car comes on so strong late. What was the track? What was the competition like? And just how'd you do it?
Yeah, I think it was very similar to last night. I honestly kept thinking, here, Tanner's going to come here soon and pass us all. But no, we were just really good tonight. And as you said, as the race went on, we kept getting better and better. So it just makes my job a lot easier when Sean gets the car this good. And I just get to go out there and hold the steering wheel straight. And just super excited. Don't even know really what to say to finally knock this win off. But we've been close, I feel like, and we've been getting better and better as a whole group of, a group effort. And just happy to be up here.
Well, I think you did a lot more than hold the wheel straight. Let's get our Chasm Safety Products win box in your hands. I get to tell you, a first-time winner, the same thing I told Tanner Thorson and Ryan Timms a couple of nights ago. The same thing in there. You got a win sticker that gets to go on the tail tank, a golden ticket that you get to put towards collecting your own Chasm Safety Seat System, a really innovative product. And now the final question of your Whiskey Myers Victory Lane trip. With your win here tonight, you get to send $1,000 of our Angel Donors money to any charity in the country you wish to support. Thanks to your win here tonight, where are you sending that $1,000?
Yeah, I think it's no question that it's going to go to Shepherd Center in Atlanta. They helped me through some of my hardest times with my neck injury and everything and my spinal cord injuries. So without a doubt, that's where it's going to go. They turn people's life around when you definitely can't think it can't get any worse. So they're just a whole group effort that does a fantastic job with some unfortunate circumstances. And if it wasn't for them, I don't think I'd be standing right here. So that's easy to pick that.
You're a winner with High Limit. Congrats.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
That is Daison Pursley scoring his first ever national 410 touring victory, back-to-back-to-back nights with High Limit. One of the youngsters draws blood ahead of some of the best. Let's go back upstairs to Chase Rodman.
All right, thank you, Tony. Let's get into our Contingency Award winners here tonight. Also, before we get into that, just want to let you race fans know all fried foods at the concession stand are $1 right now. All fried food, $1 at the concession stand. But our Race Redeem Foundation Rookie of the Race, of course, it's the guy you're looking at on your screen right now, Daison Pursley with the win. The Rod and Supply Hard Charger goes to Brad Sweet tonight with a 6-2 run. And then our Jace Golf Cart's fastest lap of the race was Rico Abreu. Lap number 2 ran a 14.902 second lap time to grab the award. Let's now go downstairs to Tony with Brad Sweet, second place finisher tonight.
Brad Sweet standing here in the same spot we talked to him one night ago. I don't know if you're proud as a series owner, distraught as a competitor, but now 3 nights in a row, a driver scores their first High Limit Series victory. Ryan Timms at the Tuscarora, Tanner Thorson last night, and Daison Pursley. Those last 2 guys get their first ever National 410 Touring win. Same thing as last night. Daison comes up and challenges you late. What did you see?
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's a changing of the guards. These young guys are tough to beat. It's cool to watch them develop and get better. But, yeah, we certainly wanted to win. I thought we had a really good car. We got a little bit better tonight, I thought. And, that bottom line is there. It just takes a lot of patience to stay there and get down the backstretch. It's just so different than Lernerville used to be. I'm still running the old Lernerville, and I got to get used to the new Lernerville, I guess, and try to be more patient and get down the backstretch better. And I think if I would have cleared the 1A, on the front stretch, I was, in my mind thinking I needed to get by him to get to the bottom because I could see, Daison down there. And the 1A was running the bottom, but he happened to miss it that lap, and it let Daison get by. And I thought we kind of could pace Daison, but I just, once he kind of got that bottom groove going, he didn't make any mistakes. He did a really good job, and his car was really good center out down there, which is the one place that, I needed him to mess up. So. I think I need to do a little bit better as a driver. My crew did a great job. The car got better and better all night, got better and better all weekend. And, so just want to say hi to my wife and Savvy back home. And obviously 2 seconds isn't what we want, but it's still a positive weekend, and hopefully we can build some momentum and start getting some wins.
Now, unofficially, you stay third in the championship fight, but you do go from 33 back to 25. Reutzel moves to second. Rico back to the top spot. Are you ready for this last run to the championship?
Yeah, I mean, this is exciting. Obviously don't want to be behind, but 25 points with 8 or 10 races to go is certainly doable. And I really like where our car's headed right now. I really like, the things that we're hitting on. So hopefully we can build some momentum for this final stretch and, end the year on a good note. It's been one of those years that you want to forget about, but obviously to win a championship or win some races here at the end would be a positive thing.
That's back-to-back second-place finishes for the defending series champion, Brad Sweet. And very similar stories both nights. So is able to lead laps, but then falls short at the very end to a pair of drivers scoring their first ever feature victory with the series. Ryan Smith in this 69K. You gave me a fantastic recommendation for lunch today. We all enjoyed it, but something tells me you enjoy standing here on the front straightaway with this Kreitz machine a little bit more. What was your race like?
Oh, it was pretty interesting. This place is so tricky. It changes every lap, and I was really good there in this first start. Was going to get going, and yellow comes out and reset, and I just didn't get the second start to go right, and then it was an uphill battle, moving around, trying different things on the racetrack, and making too many mistakes, trying different things, but these guys work harder than anybody else in the pits, and we're to be this close. I mean, we're right here, but we're just not quite the winner. But it would have been cool to bring home $30,000 back to Reading, PA. But we'll take third.
This car historic in Pennsylvania. Kubota High Limit comes back one more time for a trip to Path Valley, a slightly smaller venue than we've been hitting during our tour here through the Keystone State. A few more races left here in 2025. Any chance we're going to get to see you guys at any more of them?
Oh, there's a good chance. Definitely be at Path. Maybe Bridgeport. We're not sure. We'll see how the next couple of weeks go. But a lot of fun racing here. Awesome to see a great crowd. Can't thank Kreitzy and the whole gang enough for all their hard work and give me the shot. You know, to be this close and running with the best in the world here is a pretty awesome feeling for me, and just that close, you know. But we'll take it.
Ryan Smith accentuates the fact that he was so close to standing on top of the wing and standing in Whiskey Myers victory lane, and I think that just proves how hard racing with Kubota High Limit is here in 2025. Brad Sweet talks about how exciting the championship chase is, and that's wild considering he's a guy that's now for the first time in a long time on the offense, on the outside looking in. You guys talked about it up in the booth last night, but a great run for the 49ers. They go back-to-back second-place finishes. Frustrating, no doubt, after they had victory in their hands both nights, but it was stolen from them late in each of these races by a pair of young, up-and-coming drivers in the 410 wing sprint car world. It is so cool to think about the fact we just saw back-to-back nights of drivers picking up their first ever national 410 touring win. Tanner Thorson last night, not a rookie by any means in wing sprint car racing, but Daison Pursley, one of our Race for Dean Foundation Rookie of the Year contenders. What was it, Chase? 17 different victors here in 2025 with Kubota High Limit Racing. I just wish this series had a little bit more action, a little bit more drama, and a little bit more going on. We only have a little bit until we're back on track. Lawrenceburg is coming up in just a few nights, and with the racing we've had and the excitement down here, I can't wait till we get to Southern Indiana.